Hi Twin Flames, Starseeds, Lightworkers, my name's Sophia. Welcome to this community. First of all, I do want to apologise for delaying replying to emails, particularly to Omira, Lyric and Nairi. I will get round to it. I'm just ill and I want to be my best when I do my work. I apologise for any delays. And also, um, a couple of you sent me your websites and stuff. I am, a bit nosy, so I like to have a look at it as well and give you feedback. So I apologise. I haven't been posting as well, and I won't be for a couple of days on a Facebook group, but I've got some pre-work and stuff like that I've got in the background that so I might post that up in there. Doesn't mean that I'm back to work fully, but I might post up on there. I'm thinking about giving the first snippet of the money program in the Facebook group. If you're listening and you're not joined, you're very welcome to join. There's a lovely group of people up in there, all communicating, telling our stories, so you can resonate and feel that you're not alone, that kind of thing. I and People in Mission guide you to be a better you, and when you're better within, then as within, so without. Inside is simply the micro with the macro, as above, so below. But we are all whole. So you have to sort out your internal world to align with the all that is. And that's the work that I guide you to do and pinpoint Pacifics that you've missed, etc., etc. So YouTube is just like a TV channel now. You just turn it over. It's not really doing anything. That's what I've created the Facebook group for. Mission people can answer questions and all that in there for you. Why some off ill, they're as gangster as me, put it that way. So in this reading, you also get extra readings. Like I said, extra stuff. I'm going to put the first snippet of the money program over the weekend. Okay, so in this reading, I'm going to be talking about what do you need to know, what's going on at the moment. I know there's a lot of planetary changes. I know, I can't use that word then. What can I use? Enlightened souls who have a different purpose are very much being more so, it's not upgraded. It's like they're putting you onto your true path. So you will feel symptoms and stuff. I've already done a video about this. That's still continuing. You're still being shifted to align to what's to come. So you might feel some upgrades and stuff. It's not upgrades. They keep telling me it's not upgrade. I don't know what to call it. Right? Upstairs don't have no words. I don't know what to call it. So that's the energy that's going on at the moment. So you might feel a bit different, right? Oh, with the work as well. I think a couple of people in there are talking about how they're working on themselves and things are showing up. Yes, they do. It's kind of like a test. The universe tests you. It's kind of connected with the Wheel of Fortune. So, but here's what happens, right? Generally, people stop because they're like, oh, my person's showing up, or this or that, because they've actually shifted that block that I've told them that they needed to work on. And plus, they're round me, sounds vain, but or around mission with the group. So you're more around the light, so your person can kind of see the light. So your person comes in, or situation, lighter situation comes in. Please don't quit, because it's like the universe is like, look, this works, right? What you're doing, keep going. Don't. So my pre-warning to those that are doing the work, when positive things, don't stop. Because the two things, first of all, they stop at that point, or when I get the people back in communication, get them into mission, and then they still go. If that was the case, I would have quit years ago, right? It's for you. This is you. You have to constantly, because the world, the more light comes in from light workers, the more the elite know and put more dark. They knew 2020, it was all in the movies, that this was the time that the light was going to come through. Hence, virus, right? 2020, virus, right? End of the world. But it was the end of the world if you knew it. For light workers that are on track, let's just say, End of the world as you knew it, too amazing. I put a marketing, I don't know what to call it, an advertising, an advert video about that. End of the world as you know it. But if you're a light worker, it's for your better good. I think it's about self-employ, my video I put out. Anyway, so don't stop, keep going. It's not about stopping. Oh, I'm in mission now. Oh, I'll stop, I've got my person. Oh, I'll go over there and do it. I'll do something else. You know, what they give, they can take away, right? And they don't actually, it's your law. It's like, if you're being selfish to go over there and do it for yourself, then it's like, well, you just love yourself. Well, you just stay over there. Anyway, so let's jump in. So in this reading, I'm going to, what do you need to know? I'm talking about your connection in this reading. I want to know how you feel about your person. Obviously, how do they feel about you? What are the hidden factors? What's going on behind the scenes? And what's this all about? What's going on? What's happening? I'll check the base card as well. They're being extended. I'll put that extended into the Facebook group. Like I said, the Facebook group, you get additional stuff, and the link will be in the description box below. So let's jump in. I'll try to pull out two, and then I'll clarify with my other cards. These cards are available on the website if you like them. The reason why I say start with tarot, I don't care if you're a Reiki healer, right? Because you connect with source. Tarot gives you direct information with source. That's it. Right, so then you can get more information. You don't need to rely on me. That's why I always used to tell people start with 12 a day. Then you're constantly aligning to connect with source. People used to say, Sophia's so hardcore, telling me to work all the time. I'm like, there's a couple of reasons. First of all, your money will go up if you're posting 12 tarot readings a day. And secondly, most of your day you're connecting with source, you see. So you're aligning yourself. But anyway, so if you're like, well, you kind of like tarot, these ones are brilliant. If you know tarot, then I tell you with this deck everything, right? I might pull out these ones. I'll pull out my alien oracles. I ain't pulled them out for a while. I'll put it in the extended. So let's begin. What do you need to know? So wisdom, renewal, hope, reflection, isolation. So this is about going within. And like I said, I get that feeling that this is what's happening about the planets now is doing some kind of shift, clear out within inside of you, right? And I'll be honest, it's connected to the virus as well, because there is going to be more restrictions. I don't know what to say. It's not literally yeah, like locations, lockdowns. For example, with this virus, and this is connected to you, you're a light worker. When it first came out, they said, like, if you've got a cough or if you've got a fever, then you might have the virus, right? But other signs of a cold, a common cold, hence, hello, quite an easy thing to say globally, attack is a common cold. Everyone generally has a common cold. But anyway, trying to not go too deep. So, right, you can say, yeah, but I'm sneezing and, you know, I've got a bit of, I don't know, phlegm. And they say, oh, no, that sounds like a cold. Let's just say. So they say it's not the virus, it's a cold. They give you, you know, cold medicine. Now they'll be like, now it's fever, sneezes, coughs. There's more they're going to be putting out there. From now, it's in action now. Absolutely. If it hasn't happened already to you in your country, right? So this upgrade is to do with, like I said, they know, you don't know. And you're quite, it's not that you choose not to know. This, I've got to do a Word doc about choices. This planet is two polarities, right? And you have choices of those two polarities. The thing is, most choose to be in the negative, right? Or choose to see it as a negative, right? So you can choose to go find out about the astrology, and the astrology will tell you, for example, till 2025, you're supposed to be collaborating with others. I can guarantee that, right? I think it's Pisces in Uranus or something like that. So they know about the astrology. So they know that more light workers are waking up. So they're putting more dark. So this wisdom card is a hermit, let's just say, is isolating yourself because these upgrades are happening and stuff like that, kind of thing. Enlightened inside so you can shed your light outside, which I said the initial energy at the beginning, the macro, the micro. The small is us, right, and the large. Four Pentacles to this is about, because you hold back. Most people I had a reading with Tanya Lee. Hi, if you're listening, yesterday. And she's one of the most spiritual leaders I've had a reading with. Normally I say, when you book me, I'm not here to tell you how amazing you are, what you're doing is brilliant, because I'll be honest with you, most of you ain't. Tanya Lee is the most advanced, let's say, spiritual leader, as advanced on removing the inner work I have ever done so far today. Still bits and pieces to do and stuff like that. The reason why I'm saying that is because you, as of many, and as of Tanya Lee, still hold back, and you don't know why you're holding back. I'm open. If most say I'm rude, I'm fresh, I'm arrogant, no, I'm open to all. Gay, I'm even pissed off with the LGBTQ, because I'm like, where the fuck is transgender, cross-dressers in that? There's not there's still limit. You're supposed to be totally open to all, right? So this is enlightening you to all. Like most of you, I had someone in there called Amber. I said, we have to do soulmates. She didn't want to do soulmates. I could tell she had a slight twinge to gaze, a slight twinge to colour. You know, she didn't want to work with soulmates. I'm like, that's nothing. We got to help everybody. You know, people who, like I said, transgenders, cross-dressers, all of that, you know, we are supposed to be helping them to be out there because we're all one. So this is that card, holding back. So the work I do is makes you open to all. So that's what you, that's what's going on, I feel. That's what you need to know. I'll take them then. Oh, I don't know what the next question. How do you feel about your person? No, equal balance. Yeah, that's definitely for you, right? And conflict, 5 of Swords. That's definitely your question then. So yeah, I've already said what it is. Conflict, 5 of Swords. So they're, I wouldn't say they're winning at all costs. I wouldn't say that. So let me pull them out first. How does your person feel about you? Let's see there. So that's quite not. Are these? Oh my gosh, I've got them back to front. Doesn't matter. Let's see how they feel about you. Oh my God. I every time I do this reading, this different reading, when it comes to your person, it puts you lot to shame. And this is exactly free. Why they're saying the 4 Pentacles with you. Because you're like, my person holds back. They don't open up. They don't express. They don't come towards me. I'm like, you're the one who's not open. They're open. 6 of Cups. How does your person feel about you? You're the one. They know you're the one. You just want them to express it. Getting on their path. I already told you lot. They get onto their path. And Ace of Pentacles. Every time I pull it about your person, I keep telling you lot, they know their shit. It's you who don't know. You literally think because you're on the new age spiritual bullshit way of doing stuff that's enough. As I said, everybody who's listening or in the Facebook group, probably, I haven't looked, go and read that post I put about answer this one simple question. If your person isn't with you, like in at least a relationship, which he is open to say he's in a relationship, that's the very least, right? Oh, I'm dating Sophia, right? That's the very least. Then there's something you're holding back. If what you're doing is spiritual, from when you've done it, whatever your version of it is, till what you didn't do before, and if you met your person and you went into spirituality, or if you're in spirituality and you met your person, if it hasn't moved forward, that's not really your mission. right? If it's moved a bit, but he's still taking his time, you need to be booking me so I can help guide you to move forward, right? Because, like I said, I've done a reading with Tanya Lee, and she was, like I said, I've had hundreds of readings. She was the only one really on her path. All the rest, no. And I'll be honest, no. You think you are, right? So what's the hidden factors? I think that's the hidden factors, but with your person, let's just say. What's going on here? What's happening? Let's put it that way. There it is. Oh my gosh. What do you want me to say? Didn't I release this the other day? Wake up. It's waking you up, right? So let's do some clarity. So what do you need to know? So I've already said that's a hermit. Don't really need to go into that. I'll go into you and your person a bit more. On the judgment, I'll explain it how it works if you're new with your person. Right, this is perfect. The Ace of Wands. So what do you need to know? It's like, hopefully everyone watches this because this is going to go into the Facebook group as well. There are people that get misguided by spiritual leaders, which why I get pissed off, because they tell you that selling crystals, doing tarot, meditating is a spiritual practice and it's enough, and it isn't. And what I don't like about them is that if they weren't so greedy and selfish, they would pull back and think, first of all, does it really work for me? Right? A. And secondly, well, who have I changed? Whose lives am I changing? Right? Literally. Everything I do, I have a purpose for it, and I pull back and I make changes. Made changes to mission people recently, yet again, but I have an explanation of why I make the changes. They never do that. They're like, oh, I'm getting money for that. Let me go and get something else. That's working. Let me get something else. But is it working? You're a spiritual leader. You're not a soulmate, right? Soulmates are to just keep that kind of grind going, an equal balance of making something, leaving it, right? And then come back to it or something. We're supposed to really go deep. Judgment card, right? Judge what we're doing, because you're being judged on what you do. It's very important. You must understand that. Judgment. It's also, judgment is connected with neuralistics, how you think, right? Poor judgment. If you think correctly, it's correct judgment, right? Which is connected with how you think and in your truth. It's very important. So the Ace of Wands, with what's this all about, is that people get misguided with spiritual practices and creativity. For example, if I, I love advertising and marketing. I love kind of, I would say art, but I'm not a great artist, as you can see with my cards, right? But I still like to do it. That's why I created these cards. I thought, fuck it, I'm going to do my drawing. I like my art, right? So I still have a go. But that's not to change planet Earth. That's not going to get me my person, these cards alone, right? Because I like it. I do like marketing and advertising. I do bright advertising to get seen. I like to be a web designer. Do you see? Kind of art, but not as you see art, paintings, right? So I like art. But so that's my creative spark. This is, you're still holding back on who you are. That's what I said when I said the Four of Pentacles. My person doesn't come towards me, doesn't ring me, doesn't text me, doesn't say he loves me, blah, blah, because you're not understanding it. You really need to go within with the Hermit, right? You're a star. The Latin holds the star. It holds two things in tarot. The candle, which twin flame, right? Or the starseed, right? It's like, just because I'm not saying you're crap at art, right? I quite like my cards, thank you very much, right? And I like my websites I create, thank you very much. So I like my thumbnails. If you're in a New Earth community, I love kind of cartoon. So I get that kind of cartoon pop art images for the thumbnails. I love that. It's not what I'm here for. You can be creative, yes, but creative with wisdom, right? The masculine hand on this wand represents you have to come out of that comfort zone, right? Be strong and know, because this is, although I love it, it's still easy because I love it. Don't confuse it as it's not hard work, right? It's still hard work, but no, I've done a list in this document in the Facebook group, and I go through what's hard. Telling you you're wrong, telling you about your person won't come towards you, telling you that you're going to stay like this, selfish, and all this kind of thing is hard work. Just creating, painting, or something you feel creative to is not enough. So whatever, because they've been guiding me about this as well, and friends. I've got a document about friends as well, friends and family / let's just say, right, how to see things differently. So this is kind of waking you up to that, because lots of light workers, twin flame, starseeds, spiritual leaders, I'm really good at a spiritual leader. I've got 100 million views, 100 million subscribers, but the judgment, is it poor judgment or good judgment? Are you changing people's lives, right? Judgment card is reconciliation with your person, and reconciliation of what we think, right? Like I said, this is connected with swords and mental clarity. Rethink what you're doing and start it again. And that's why the masculine hands, because most of you wouldn't do that. Most of you, like, say, for example, if I was a web designer and someone as me booked me, so me booking myself, me saying to myself, yeah, you're good at web design, thank you very much, it's amazing, but you're more than that. You might say, well, I'm a full-time web designer. I might say to myself, right? And I'll have to, that's about, well, you have to leave it. You're here better than that, right? That's what you have to do. Make the choice. If you choose to do the lesser thing, right? The lesser thing than what you're here to do with the star in the Latin, right? Then that's why you get less with your person. That is the contract, right? That is so. Judgment is so, right? And that's what I'm waking you up to. They're waking you up to. So they're trying to let you see the inner light within of what to do. If you're not sure, yeah, I don't know what to say, you have to book me, right? Or book someone else who can read you. I don't know anyone else who can go as deep as me. With your person, no, this is you, because 5 of Swords. So how you feel is there's no balance between two of you, right? And 5 of Swords, there's conflict, deception, being selfish. But you're being selfish. Oh, I like selling crystals, Sophia. Oh, I like doing web design, Sophia, or whatever creative art. Obviously, we're creative with the wands. But wands is wisdom with action. It's not just wisdom, it's with action. Wands are action. Wisdom, people forget that. Wisdom. The hermit goes in for wisdom, for answers. Is it wise what you're doing? If not, you're selfish. My person's selfish, Sophia. Mirror, right? My person's only giving crumbs. Mirror, crumbs. You're giving what you are to people in planet Earth, crumbs. What the fuck does a tarot reading do? Crumbs. You see my point? So let's get some... Oh my gosh. What do you want me to say up in here? You see? Oh, I'm ill, Sophia. They still on point, aren't they? I'm ill. You can still work, right? Anyway, you pull the energy from the universe when you're doing work, not from yourself if you're ill. What did I say this judgment was about? It's about mental clarity and truth. Mental clarity and truth. The truth is, that way, look at the situation. Cut this bollocks out. My sword is like kind of scissors. Cut this, oh, well, there's no equal balance. They are mirroring to you. Maybe that's all they can give at this time. They give more when you give more. Not to the relationship, to what you're supposed to do. That's the contract. Because you, I give him this, I give him money, give him love, I give him support. And I'm always like, nah, scratch that. You just chill with your person and talk about bollocks fluff, right? So any time I would say about fluff is good, talk about fluffy stupidness, the weather, not the virus, the weather, right? If they talk about work and virus stuff, allow it. Just let them do it, right? Don't get engaged in it, right? Just chill. Like I said, what do you like to do? I just like to watch films. That's all you got to do, right? This is what you don't like about your person is the truth within yourself. The Ace of Swords up in air. Let's get into your person because there's some wicked cards here with your person. Six of Cups, Two of Wands. I'll explain that. Right, so with the contract from the 5D, right, let's say the new wave from January 2020, which is the building the foundations, right? Your person has built their foundation, you know, they're in their job, you know, babies, mums, you know, the situation, the scenario, right? Foundation. So now they're on their path, right? I always say that to you. If you don't get on your path, it's not like your person's just going to wait there forever for you to make up your mind. Oh, Sophia, I'm a web designer. You know, I really love that. It's really creative. My web design sells crystals. My website's amazing, sells crystals, right? And I'm telling you, what does it do? Be in your truth. How does it help planet Earth, right? Angels, wings and stuff, right? And if you're like, oh, but I spent £4,000 on whatever, right? Then they'll be like, right, okay, your person's on the right path. This person is choosing not to, but I'll tell you, go deeper. To get onto their path, which is 1111, because the two wands is, you know, 11, and then their path, which makes the stability crossing that portal, right? Because on the Four of Wands, which actually I've got a description about the Four of Wands in a Facebook page. If you're new, just scroll down. Everything in that Facebook page will probably by now push you forward. If you study everything on my playlist, right, free, and everything I've got so far in my playlist, in my Facebook group, free, I promise you, if you studied that, did you hear the word study? Not just skim read or just watch it. If you actually studied it, engage in it, I guarantee you'll see changes in your life so far, right? They don't mean stop, because you'll see the changes. I've got about the Four of Wands. So what they do is they're like, well, he will go forward because his contract, he's already on path, right? He's doing what he's supposed to do, show you a mirror. And I think he's showing you a mirror perfectly. Selfish, Five of Swords. You're being selfish. Six of Pentacles. You're giving planet Earth crumbs, right? Perfectly. So he'll carry on, right, on his physicality. Ace of Pentacles. Doing what he wants to do, right? That's his path over there. You, like I said, and it's not that they do it, they're equal. The justice on top of the tree of life is, it just is, right? You either do it or you don't. You make a choice or you don't, right? Oh, Sophia's too hard. Well, you're choosing not to do it. It doesn't mean that it's too hard. You just choose not to take the hard route. Sophia, I don't want to leave my web design job. Well, that's your choice. This is a free will planet, free will experience. This is twin flame contract, right? You just choose not to do it. It's not Matey's fault, your person. It's not my fault. It's always your fault. Judgment. Judge yourself on your own actions, right? Oh, this person's stopping me, that person's stopping me. Whatever happens in your life, you can transmute it, and it happens for a reason, so you can find another way round, right? Or it's not supposed to be. It's for you to judge it and work it out and move forward. Not to say, oh, well, that's what it's supposed to be. You know your twin flame, right? And twin flames secondly know about mission. So that's with that. So, and why I went into that, because it's twin flame here. Six of Cups. This is what they're teaching you. Past contract from the 5D. Past life, as you call it. Six of Cups, right? The Six of Cups, if you look at the Six of Cups in a traditional Rider-Waite, which I can compare cards to, there's a big guy, right? And he looks quite young. And there's a short, small, elderly woman, right? They're supposed to look different. You are different. You're alien. Go and look at the couple. And he's giving the woman flowers. Because the twin flame contract, aren't you different? different in ages, different in colour, different how you are. But when you align as one, when you're in that love space, it's like, fucking hell, we're one. Because you are one, right? That's the contract, 6 of Cups here. They're teaching you about the contract on this physical plane, right? 2 of Wands. That's what they're here to do, right? Choosing a path, a decision. I told you, it's your choice, an option. 2 of Wands. So let's see if there's anything else here. Oh, third party. They get 2. So how do they feel about you? I've just told you, right? Is that really their feeling? I don't know if that's their feelings. That's just them. Okay, that's just them, right? So Page of Cups, when you understand that, they come with their offer, right? And then it comes into a celebration. If not, they stay with the third party, right? And that's all they will offer the third party is a page. With you, you get the Ace of Cups. When you do your work, you get the Ace. If not, they stay. So this is the black and the white, right? They come with a small offer when you understand the concept and come out of whatever you're holding back on yourself. And then you start going towards the celebration because it's me, myself and I, right? Mind, body, spirit, what you want to call it, right? Which you celebrate, right? And they're quite like glamorous because you're supposed to really love yourself, who you are. Anyway, so let's get to the Judgment card. The awakening, the change, the rebirth, I can't say that one there. Let's read that. This is, I've got to start working on mental health. Yeah, once again, look, the Ace of Swords, now the Page of Swords. So the base of all of this, what's this all about? Why is this happening? All that is, yeah, understanding your happiness. I would say the Page of Swords in this reading here with the Judgment card is because you think you are. I absolutely love web design. Look at my cards. I don't know how many times. Go to my website, create it for myself, blah, 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 right? I love it. Why do you think I made cards in the first place? All right, granted, I didn't make the pictures, but everything I told her, you know, because I love art so much, I got an artist which was $100 per card. The alien oracles were $150 per card, right? That's how much I love art. Am I an artist? Well, yeah, I am an artist, I would say. These are gangster, right? But it's not my mission. Doesn't change planet Earth. So this is for you to understand. It doesn't matter if it makes you happy. This makes me happy. I can make another deck of cards, sit here making cards, right? This is understanding that's a page of what my truth is, right? Really, truly understanding your happiness with the Wheel of Fortune that is there. Sorry, I can't do it with it there, right? You can see it anyway. Really understanding. And like I said, the Three of Cups, this is the Kabbalah Tree of Life in the background, right? The pathways, right? Three of Cups, right? Which Three of Cups are you going to get? That's what this is all about as well. This is connected to as well, if your happiness is not connected with the twin flame journey, right, with Gemini here, twins, right, and I don't know why, well, it's about pushing things in the correct direction, right, choosing to push things in the correct direction. It's also something, like I said, with mental health. I think they're really pushing it this way because I tell you why I'm really connected with mental health these days. Well, there's personal reasons as well, but also because what they're trying to do is they're trying to like numb now. It's going to be more dark. I'm not going to go into specifics of what they're doing, right? It's going to be more darkness coming, right? But if you're an enlightened person, they can't fuck with that. I don't know how else to say that, right? Like, I'm ill, right? Look at my reading, on point, right? When you're enlightened, they can't stop that because it's energy, right? So what they do is the physical body, like vaccines and stuff, they can try to stop. When people don't understand about energy controls it, like they can try to stop your benefits. If you're on benefits, they can put up prices. They can try to stop the food supply. Let's just say that's, you know, whoever. I'm not specifics, right? But if you're in touch with as above, so below, right? The macro, the micro, then it doesn't matter. They can't, because you pull your sources from, like I said, when I do my readings, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, and I am tired, but I pull it from the universal energy, and that's everyone, that's all of you, that's all of us. That's why I can do this. So you're limiting yourself, you're holding back yourself with your creative arts of web design or whatever creative thing you're doing, right? Because it's not with the universal stuff. Neither is meditation, Reiki, crystals, tarot is, but like I said, this is with the Judgment card. Does it help others? If not, that's why your person's over there. Because the Five of Swords is connected to you. You're being selfish. It's like, yeah, I'm winning at all costs, right? In the traditional Rider Waite, the guy's standing there, he's got the sword of truth in his hand, thinking he's in his truth. Two people in the background, those are who you are neglecting. Those are who, Six of Pentacles, you are getting no equal balance. You're not helping. But you think you're winning because, oh, Sophia, I'm a spiritual leader. I'm like, nah. You're not fully wise, right? You might have the spark, but you're not fully wise. You're not getting inside, and as within, so without, and you're still holding back. That's why the Five of Swords is on you, right? This one, loving big time. So this is a massive turnaround, which I said, I can feel the energy. Still feel some sort of announcements coming. And like I said, I feel it's government announcements. So I'm going to continue with this in the extended. What you're going to get, in case you want to join the group. So what's blocking the connection? I'm going to go a bit more into that. Where's it going, right? What can you expect next? What's going to go on next? What's their next actions and their intentions? I'm going to pull out some oracle cards, and I'm going to pull out my gangster alien oracle cards. So it's like another spread, so I can go deeper, mainly about your person. I'd like to see where it is with you, but let's see their actions, what their next thing is, and stuff like that. In the extended, it's free. Everything in that group is free. So the links in the description box. So that's it. Speak to you later.